Just to stand up. This is driving me crazy. Yeah, so basically, yeah, we have, I'm a human service major, and I'm interested in doing counseling myself, so I don't know how this works. Figure it out. Let's see if we can see it. There we go.
It's pretty big.
Alright, so.
Just something like that. I know you seem to be on there.
Yeah, that's okay.
Want me to move this way more?
Okay.
So
your name is?
Obie O'Brien.
Obie O'Brien. So I just want to ask you a few questions about what you do.
Sure.
So why have you selected a career in human services / counseling?
Why did I do that? That's a very good question. I was asked that on the interview I did. To pay back. I am a recovering alcohol and drug addict.
Okay.
Done in sundry deeds in my years, and I got to get even. Straighten things out.
Perfect.
By being good instead of bad.
I like that. Okay, perfect. How is your previous experience applicable to the work you do here? What did you do before this, or like your personal experiences?
I was in show business.
Okay, so
I actually use part of that when I do my groups. I was a stand-up comedian, and humor is very important to me in treatment. Without it, I don't think there is any treatment.
Right.
It's my opinion only.
No, I agree. I like that. Perfect. Have you had the experience of working with people of a race or sexual orientation from yours, or different than yours? We were talking about this in class, about how that can be a conflict sometimes for people. So have you had the chance of working with people that maybe are, I assume you have, but have a different race or sexual orientation?
Absolutely. I don't have a problem with race in any shape, form, or fashion.
Right.
The only problem I have with starting with the government, because they're the best at it, of ignorance. If the ignorance, I don't accept that here.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we've just been talking about it in class, how some people are not, don't want to work with certain people, so I think that was like...
But then it falls back on them. I think there's something wrong with therapists that is selective.
Right.
I think they probably don't last too long.
Right, I agree. What do you hope to accomplish as a human service worker or counselor? Kind of going back.
What I'm looking to accomplish, to be successful as I am, of that, I keep it very simple. If one person that comes here out of the many, it's got over almost 4,000 people, one person puts their life together, I think that's the greatest accomplishment a human being can make. And I find that out by people calling me, parents calling me, loved ones calling me, telling me that the individual passed on, but they were living a lifestyle of sobriety, not sober. Any fool in the world can stay sober, and I like hearing that. It makes me want to go on doing what I'm doing.
Right, exactly. Okay, so what do you judge to be your major successes or accomplishments in your field work?
Is simply doing one thing I don't believe many treatment centers even attempt to do. I don't manufacture alcoholics or drug addicts here. They got to make a decision,
right?
Not me.
Right.
I feed them information to give them a foundation to make a decision on what to do when they're done here.
Give them the tools.
But I don't tell people they're alcoholics or drug addicts. If anybody ever told me that, I would have a hell of a problem with it. And I got 40 years in AA.
Right, right. So you achieve this by just giving them the tools and hoping,
that's right.
Hoping they go for that.
People are not stupid.
Right.
Uneducated, big time, on a lot of topics.
Right.
That's why there's colleges to learn stuff. There's some people that you're doing right now to improve your education and your skills. And that's what I do. Listen, the first thing they have to do here is be good listeners. They have to, for 2 weeks, listen. Take the cutting out of their ears and stuff in their big mouth.
Right.
And shut up. And that's the first thing.
You're very empowering. I like your attitude and how you do this. So alongside that, what do you think your major disappointments or failures have you had in the field work?
I don't have failures. I don't even know where the word comes from.
Right.
I was an alcohol and drug addict, and I didn't fail at it. I became a very smart one, because I went into treatment. I went to AA first, and then I went into treatment when I still seen character defects of mine showing up. And I said, I got to do something. I went to treatment up in New York, where I'm from.
Right. Yeah, so your disappointment would be that you had a time, but I mean, for you, I like that that's not even a disappointment because you grew from it, and now...
I know I'm educated. I know the way I do it is not the norm, the way it's done. All this $15 words and all that because you went to college and got a big fat degree or a PhD, or you take all the psychiatrists in the United States don't know as much as any counselor who's in recovery.
Yeah, who's been through there, and
they got the edge.
Right.
It's like me saying to you, do you have children? All right, it's like me saying to you, let me tell you about pregnancy.
Right.
That would be the lowest, stupidest person in the world for a man to say that to a woman.
Right, I agree.
And that's how I feel about recovering people. Now, are there psychiatrists that are in recovery? Yes. Yep, they most certainly are, and they're damn good ones.
Yeah, some of the best because they know exactly how it feels.
Now they've gone both ways. They have the intellect, and they've gone through the rock crusher.
Right. And that helps people who are going through it understand that,
Sure,
I mean, you can relate so well to them.
Sure.
I agree. Okay. So, knowing what you know now, is there something you would do differently in the management of one of your fieldwork cases? Would you have handled a case or situation differently? Or, I mean, I like your confidence. I think...
I handle them all the same way. It's see, I simplify my job because I don't tell people what to do. I just don't do that. They have to make a decision. They're human beings. Alcoholics and addicts are looked down on like a bunch of a-holes or sluts for women. And which when I first went to AA, I thought that's all I thought about the females in AA. They're a bunch of ex-whores. And they're not. And that's BS. But I didn't know that because I lived in my own world, my own personal world of fantasy. I had to change that world quick, or I wouldn't have survived. But no, I don't change anything. It's up to them. If they want to be failures, they have that privilege. They want to die from it. That's their privilege. Because one of the first big things that I learned in recovery was there is an opposite of sobriety, not sober.
Right.
And you can have a dog that don't drink. Being sober means nothing if you use that terminology. It's sobriety. Sobriety is a gift. It's a way of life. And it's endless of the rewards that you get from that gift.
Right. Yeah.
So why the hell wouldn't you want it all? When you're drinking, you wanted it all. I like getting whacked. Getting high, so they claim. They don't know what the hell high is. This is high right now for me, right this minute. You came here and interviewed me. I said, wow, this is cool. Nobody interviewed me like in the bar. Hey, how long you been drinking?
Yeah, right.
You ever throw up? You ever have a blackout? Never. I didn't get interviewed. So this is right touching.
Oh, I love that. Oh, cool. Okay, so I like, for you changing, the only thing you did differently was just your way of thinking, and that was just through learning and the problem. I like that. Okay. So which theories drive your human service practice? Do you focus more on behavioral theories, or...
mentally, physically, and spiritually. Okay. I attack them with cognitive therapy. Okay. I would have a master's degree in it if I didn't leave college. But that's what I believe self-help is. That is cognitive.
Right.
That doesn't say it anywhere in their book, but it says in the 12 steps. Change your thinking, you change your behavior. Well, that's cognitive.
Right.
But it's not written down because the books were written in 35, so...
Yeah.
I don't think cognitive therapy was ever spoken by a human being. I don't think so back that far.
Right. Yeah, no, we just now are learning about that and learning about how behavioral and cognitive behavioral and how that's a huge thing in human services because behavior is learned, so it can be unlearned. So
absolutely.
So
I picked that up years ago from AA, not knowing even what it was. I just change your thinking, you change your behavior.
Right.
And the experience I tell them to try at their job.
Right.
Everyone in this room, we want to control people. There's a thing about, I want it done my way, I want people to do what I say. That is BS. The simple way is walk in on your job, and what do? Well, you say hello to people. Oh, hello, hello, everybody. Stop doing it. See how they react. The people that truly admire you in one way or another will confront you. Did I do something wrong?
Yeah.
You feel okay?
Yeah.
What's the matter? What's going on? The minute you change what you do when you walk in the door in your job.
Yeah.
And then the next day, walk in here and give everybody a hug. They'll be going, what the hell's the matter with her? She's going nuts or what?
Yeah.
And that's why I ask them all to do it. They all do it or not, I really don't know. But I tell them to try it. That's how you find out how you can control people. Change your behavior.
Right.
People will change around you. Got no choice. If people want a hello, they're going, she said hello for 10 years, now she ain't saying hello to me.
Right.
I got to find out why.
Yeah.
So you change them real quick.
Well, I like that. I like the perspectives. Let's say cognitive behavior. I think, that's one thing we're learning right now, and that's just, talking about how, like I said, changing your behavior. Behavior's learned, you can unlearn it, so I know that's probably a key thing for what you do.
So there's a lot of books written on alcohol and drugs, how to do it. There ain't no way of how to do it. There's no way you do that. Show dignity and respect. The minute they walk in the door here, they got a truckload of that from me. Dignity and respect, and we know you're capable of making a respectful decision, right? And you wait for an answer, and they say no, and no. You're in the right place because you're going to shut your mouth for 2 weeks.
Learn something. I love it. Well, that's actually it. I know it's like a quick little interview,
but
I love your answers. It was a pleasure, and I'm so glad you agreed to meet with me.
Well, my pleasure. It absolutely is my
I
pleasure.
loved your answers, and I would love to have a card, and because eventually I'm going to need to do an internship. So,
That's right. That's right.
So I would love to have your information so that I'll have it for myself. But thank you so much.
I never have to leave that podium and ask my wife, what do you think? You think they're listening? It's not my responsibility they're listening.
Right.
It's theirs to listen.
Right.
Not hear me. Hearing, you don't have to do anything.
Right. You're giving them that option to do,
When you listen, you have to take action. What action is none of my business. It really isn't.
Right.
But I know that I know the alternative of sobriety. I have never experienced it. It's called dying because of it. And I've seen quite a bit of that.
Right.
And that's very hurtful to me, but I didn't cause it.
No. And you're in the place to want to give these people the help they need so that that isn't the option for them,
That's right.
So
they make
it's very
a decision.
powerful.
And they don't have to be, and everybody comes not alcoholics. Everybody walks into treatment not drug addicts. They were using like it.
Right.
I don't need treatment, I just stopped and I'm doing great. Well, you were no addict. No addict can make that statement.
Exactly.
I did it all on my own. I don't need nobody. Maybe somebody step on your freaking ego.
Yeah.
Okay?
But yes, thank you so much. It's been a great pleasure. Yes, I appreciate you meeting with me very much, and I'll make sure I